That's weird. Not how I wanted that to be. Why is it like that? Nani? Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness. Hello. Hello, everybody. Surprise playing Final Fantasy XIV because Woowa hates me. Hello, Mao. Woowa is apparently gonna take 3 hours to update, and obviously, we don't have time for that. Also, I'm doing more experiments. Wouldn't you be surprised? I'm always experimenting with something. Currently, I'm experimenting with streaming vertical to YouTube while also doing my Twitch stream and my TikTok stream. On YouTube, it does not look good because I tried to get it to look good and I confused myself. So it does not look good over there. I might need to try and fiddle around to fix it. Thought it was going to be somewhat easy, but then nothing is ever easy, and it ended up being way more complicated than I thought it would be or that I wanted it to be. Now we had to do an improv thing because Wua is not updated. It won't be updated until like apparently 3 hours. So I did impromptu Final Fantasy XIV stream. We're gonna... I actually kind of do have a plan of things that I need to do. Because I was gonna play this after stream to do some of the things that I needed to do. But I guess since Woowa wanted to be bad and terrible, we'll just do this one. We'll just do it for this stream. There are 2 things that I wanted to do while we're here, and while we might as well. to do this. Hello, Dr. Idea. Hope you're having a good day today. Thanks for chatting. So let's do that first. I think I need to change to Viper. And then it's been a while since I've been here. How are things? We're alright. I was supposed to play Wuwa today, but apparently the update is gonna take 3 hours. I don't know why the update is so big. I was not expecting it to be so big, because usually every time I'm about to play Wuwa, I do an update and it takes like 10 to 20 minutes, which I can easily do before I start my stream. But today it was like, this update is gonna take 3 hours, and I only started updating it right before I was supposed to start stream, so I was like, well, I guess we're gonna have to do something different today. So now we're doing a impromptu Final Fantasy XIV stream, but that's okay, because there are some things I need to get done on here anyway. I haven't played Final Fantasy XIV in a while. Sad time, sad day, because we're busy with some other stuff IRL. So I haven't had a lot of full time to play after stream here and there. So I decided I might as well just do it now. We're also experimenting today with multi-streaming to YouTube vertically. It doesn't look good at the moment, because I didn't have time to like set it up and let it be pretty, unfortunately. So it kind of is just like a black screen with my game on it and my model on it. Bare minimum. I had an idea to get it set up pretty, but I did not have the time when I was already late. Oh, I can't do alliance raids. 625. Certainly I can buy things. Most certainly I can buy something. Where would I buy things? Perhaps Ratsaha or Tuliola? I think hold on, let me see if I can look this up. Gear 600 625 gear. Let's just say that. I also don't have my light goal up today because I'm testing my computer to its absolute limits at the minute, and the light goal just makes it go up more with its using its technological resources. So I don't know where to buy level 90 gear. Level 90 gear vendor. Radzahan. Okay, yeah, Radzahan. Radzahan we go. I figured that's where it would be, but I didn't know for sure and I didn't want to run around. So we'll probably have to run around finding the person who actually sells the stuff. Oh my god, this place is like so empty. I remember back in Endwalker, this was like the place to be. And now it's just like so empty. Satch. Oh, so I thank you for lurking. Impromptu Final Fantasy XIV stream today because apparently Woo was gonna take 3 hours to update, which I did not foresee in my future. Oh, this chick. 6:30. So, we'll get on Woo tomorrow. I don't know. Tomorrow on Wednesday. I didn't want to stream Thursday because if I can play in that new Minecraft event I'm in, then I'd be streaming all weekend and then I wouldn't get a break all week. So I didn't want to stream on Thursday, but now that we're only doing 2 days for the Woowa story, that's clearly not enough time to finish it, so I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Oh wait, is this... That's not what I wanted. I wanted this. This is level 9630. Okay, so we want this. Yo. I'm so gear pilled. Let's go. No way, it's 624. Why do they always make me mad? Why am I always exactly 1 gear level off from where I need to be to get what I want to do? Last time it was the same thing, where I was like 1 gear level off. Like, what are we talking about here, huh? What is this ridiculousness that we're dealing with right now? Oh, these are both 660. Why do I have these? I don't even... For dancer, I guess. This was my dancer gear. Sick. I really need a better weapon, huh? Because this is all great. Except for my boots and my weapon. How much is the weapon? 6. Is there something I can get? There's something else. I just got done. It's so hot. My coach tried to kill me, making me do 4.3 miles in 87-degree weather. See, that's why I just don't do running. You know what that reminds me of? When I used to do band camp. Band camp would probably be around this time. Actually, band camp would probably be close to over at this point. Because you do band camp like pretty much July, August. And it would be so hot. At least I had band camp before we started getting like 100-degree weather here. But like, I remember, because I hate wearing sunscreen, because I hate the like texture of sunscreen on your skin. And I like went to band camp one day when it was like 90 degrees or something. And like, either I put on like a really light coat or I forgot to wear sunscreen altogether. And like I came back and I had like a 2nd-degree burn. Because it was so hot. I love running, just not when it's 80 plus. I mean, the thing about like summer or outside, well, I shouldn't just say outside sports. I don't do sunscreen, I raw dog it. Yeah, I can't do that because I'm white as a ghost and I don't go out. Well, actually, I don't remember when I got those burns, but I'm pretty sure it was like, because I was doing band camp for all of high school. So I was outside a lot during the summer then, because I was doing band camp. Yeah, I don't tan. I'm one of those people where I don't like tan. Like, I go outside and there's like no in between of like me being pale or me just burning. Because like even when I went outside very often for that, I would never tan. I would always be the same exact. It's just that I would burn like extremely badly. if I didn't wear sunscreen. I got like I had to go to the doctor. Literally 2nd-degree burns. Like, it was really bad. I don't tan either, really. I'm still pretty pale, just not as pale as I used to be, yeah. I stay the same exact skin tone. I do not change skin tones whatsoever, I just burn. This is making me angry right now, bro. Also, Jaw, you should have warned me that the Wuwa update was like 50 billion gigabytes big. Because, like, we can't play Wuwa today because the update is gonna take 3 hours. Yeah, every time I do a Wuwa update, I don't do it until right before I stream, and it's like 10 to 20 minutes max. I'm like, I always get ready for stream like 30 minutes before I start, so I always have plenty of time to update it before stream. So I tried to do the same thing today, and it was like, by the way, this update is gonna take 3 hours. And it's like 40 gigabytes or something. Gotta admit one thing, for a game like Final Fantasy, the graphics don't look immersive. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me showing it from my stream is not good. Especially from my TikTok stream in particular, it's super blurry. It's super blurry on my TikTok, but the quality is higher on my Twitch, and even then it doesn't do it justice because I have a really crappy computer. You can get really good graphics on this game if you actually have a good computer. Like, they literally just did a graphics update last year to make it look like even better. But like, one, it's blurry on my TikTok screen because I'm like, I don't know. TikTok is like, everything I stream on TikTok is kind of blurry. So it's not like at a good quality on it's like at the lowest quality on TikTok. It looks a little bit better on my Twitch. But even then, I'm gonna go take a shower now. Okay. There has to be a way that I can like buy more things, bro. I don't think I can though. Makes me mad. I'm just trying to level up my Viper, bro. What you got against me? I was gonna try and play on Dancer. I remember this happening for me. We need to go and do an alliance raid. At the very least. And then we're gonna do the summer event. Make sure we get the summer event finished. Which I think should be in Costa del Sol. Maybe? Or Limsa. I might start in Limsa. Bum 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 bum. Ah, people. If anything, it probably... What is going on here? What is happening here? Every once in a while, you'll come across something very strange in Limsa. And I'm just like, well, why? Why must you do this? I would think it'd be here. Yes, I think it is. Score. Summer event time. Ahoy, wouldn't you rather be frolicking in the ocean waves than sweltering in the sun-baked Lominsan streets? Luckily, the Moonfire Fair is upon us once again. As well as providing respite from the heat, the fair has become an opportunity for the Adventurers Guild to demonstrate the skill and capabilities of its members, including your fine self, to the people of Eorzea with their potential Petitioner or prospective recruit. Our star attraction is the Queen Flaminin, a ship fully remodeled into the ultimate seaside resort. Relaxation, refreshments, and giant cannons. It truly has everything. Suffice to say, I certainly wouldn't be standing around in this heat if not for my duties. Get yourself down to Costa del Sol and speak with Grand Chaperone Hiramaga to join the summer fun. To Costa del Sol I go. There's always a jump puzzle at the summer event too in this game. As if I didn't already just do a jump... Oh. As if I didn't already do a jump puzzle in E33. I'm really bad at these ones though, I don't know. The jumping is really loose in this one. They're actually really hard in this game as well. The one in E33, it was like a lot of it you could just like... He would just grab the edges of things if you just like stepped forward and jumped and it was really close. Like the pieces of the puzzle were really close together. So when you moved forward, he would just move forward and jump. He just grabbed the edge instead of actually doing a jump. That is not how the jump puzzles are in this game. They're like, all of the jumps are like very far away. So you have to be very precise about where you're standing and where you're moving and how you jump. Alright. Oh, why did everyone just stop moving? Oh, that was a big lag spike. Okay. This is kind of an experimental stream, as I was saying as well, because I do have another stream going out to YouTube. People say that, like... What do I know? People say that they get more viewers on a YouTube vertical stream because it goes through shorts, kind of like how TikTok does. But I don't know. I would say I don't have a big following on YouTube, which I don't. Hopefully in the future I am planning on making more YouTube or any YouTube videos. I don't have YouTube videos that I have made on there yet. Technically, it's really just VODs or me streaming on it. I think I've got like 20 subscribers on there or something, but I don't know that subscribers really necessarily matter either way, because I have like 1,000 followers on TikTok and I don't get like any viewers on my live a lot of the time either, so I don't know how much followers or subscribers actually matter. I'm not sure if the YouTube algorithm is the same as the TikTok algorithm though. Like, I have no idea how the YouTube algorithm works for like shorts at all, so I'm not sure if it's like if you have more subscribers it'll put it out to more subscribers, or if it's also based on likes. I guess it's also kind of based on likes as well, because usually when I watch people live on YouTube, it's like the YouTube live, like that'll help you or something. So it must do something. But I don't know, I'm easily influenced. Well, I shouldn't say easily influenced. I'm easily influenced by other streamers on Twitter being like, oh yes, I've gotten more views on YouTube vertical streaming. I'm like, oh, maybe I can get more views on YouTube vertical streaming, but it's always so coincidental or like very specific circumstances that they don't say for why they've gotten a bunch of vertical stream viewers. Like, do you yourself already have a like established YouTube? Because I don't. So like it wouldn't matter if you need an established like viewership on YouTube, and that's what you're streaming to, and that's why you're getting viewers, because I do not have that. I'm always seeing you stream this game. What do you do in it? Well, it's an MMO, so So really there's quite a lot of different things to do in it. I'm also endgame at the moment, so I'm doing endgame stuff as opposed to like if you were someone who was like newer or playing like mid-game stuff. A lot of the stuff I do is like grinding for like good gear, essentially. But there's a lot of different options for MMO players. I mean, you can raid in this game. I'm not really a end game ultimate raider or whatever, but you can raid in this game. Like I said, I'm just grinding. I'm grinding for a relic weapon right now, which is different steps. Oh, I'm lagging a lot. How many hours do you have? Oh, I've been playing this game for years. I think hold on. I can give the exact number in a sec. If there's like a thing for that. Why are people dying? Here? Slash playtime. 84 days, 11 hours, and 40 minutes. I've been playing this game since like 2019, I think? 2018 or 2019. And this is a pretty big game. Like, there's a lot. A big portion of this game. I gotta go, but it was a nice visit. Thank you for visiting and chatting, Dr. Idea. Would you recommend this game? Do you like story games? What do you play games for? Do you play them for the gameplay, or do you play them for the story? Would be my question. Because this game has really good story, though it does have a little bit of a slow start, depending on if you're like tolerant to world building. The beginning of the story is a lot of world building, like introducing you to the characters and introducing you to the world around you and how the world around you works. And it's a very, some people think that that's a very slow and intolerable start for them because you're not getting into like your character being a badass like right at the start of the game. Like they actually have to like integrate themselves into the world and build up a reputation with the people of the world. I like story, but I mainly play grindy games. Used to play WoW and Farm Dropped. Is it anything like RuneScape? Oh no, this isn't really well, no, I wouldn't say it's anything like RuneScape. The start of the game is really heavily story-based because there's how many expansions? ARR, Heavensward, Stormblood, Shadowbringers, Endwalker, Dawntrail. There's like 6 expansions. There's about to be a 7th one coming out. And before you can do any endgame stuff, you have to go through the story of each expansion. Unless you want to... I think there's like story skips you can buy. You can like choose to like skip the expansion, but it's like you have to buy the skip. But the end game stuff can be kind of grindy, but it's like you have to do very specific steps. And like I said, that's not until like end game content, which it will take a while for you to get through if you're playing it naturally. It's a pretty long game, but I really like story games myself. Like one of the main reasons I play games is to like consume the story of a game. And the story in this game, I think, is, I mean, it's praised very highly for its story from like critics and such. It's gotten awards. Can you give me the premise? Well, it's kind of hard each expansion is kind of its own individual story. Like they very loosely connect, but it's very much so largely like each expansion is its own story. So like the first expansion is basically what I said. It's like you're like a hero, but like at the beginning of the game, like you're a hero, but everyone went through a like world, like the world kind of got reset. It's hard to explain. The world went through like a disaster, like a catastrophe, and no one remembers that you were a hero because the catastrophe made everyone lose their memories. So you were a hero, but no one remembers that because they lost their memories. So basically you have to go around the different places of the world establishing that you're a hero. You gotta go and help people. You gotta go like, I'm gonna give Grandpa his like berries for the day to show him that I'm a good person. Like it's pretty slow at the beginning, and you're kind of like getting introduced very slowly to the overall plot, which is kind of like, I don't know if you've played any other Final Fantasy game, but there are these monsters called primals, and like halfway through the first expansion you get introduced to the concept of primals, where it's like basically people are trying to like make a god out of like these monsters, and in order to like make them be a god you have to get a bunch of people to pray to them, and then like if you pray enough they'll like get power to be able to like enthrall people into their like religion. And we want to try and stop that because we don't want any of these monsters to have that type of power. And that's kind of like the first expansion. But like it gets really deeper and deeper into like each different expansion you go through. Heaven's Ward is about dragons. Like you're trying to stop like a dragon war in Heaven's Ward. Story looks really good. I might play it. I don't remember. It was on sale for a while. I don't remember if it's still on sale or not. But it was on sale like less than a month ago. I don't remember if it still is or not though. It's on for all the expansions. Do you have the same character? Yes. You make one character at the beginning of the game and you start and go through all of the game with them. Like that's your character is going through all of the story. Your character is essentially the main character. So all of the things happening in the story are affecting your character. But it is still an MMO, so it's sort of like self-insert. Like you kind of make up the own lore for your own character if you want to. So a lot of people get really creative as well in that way, where they will make their own background lore for their own character. Or like actually say or make stories about how, you know, each expansion actually personally affected their character, because they can't do too much with, you know, MMO stuff since it's a self-insert character. Everything has to happen to everyone the same way. Can't be different. I'll be a monk who broke all vows. There is a monk class. You can play monk. Monk's one of those I haven't actually unlocked yet. Yeah, there is a monk class. There is indeed a monk class. You can go punchy punchy to your heart's content. Oh. You know? I don't know. This is a good example of how maybe me streaming everywhere don't work that good, because I'm experiencing some lag right now. But I would recommend it, because I really love the story. Don't die. Oh no, I'll be fine. What I'm doing right now is daily roulettes. So this is just like... Oh, that's still lagging really bad, huh? This is just like a part of your dailies, essentially. You're just going through like lower level dungeons in a duty roulette. So this is part of the end game grind too, because going through these roulettes gives you like points that attribute towards finishing your relic weapon. And the relic weapon is basically a grind that you do between the expansions coming out, basically. And at the end of the patches, right before the next expansion, your relic weapon will be like the best weapon you can get. The next expansion comes out in January. How long did it take you to finish all expansions? Well, this depends a lot on your own personal situation. Like I said, I started in like 2019, right? So I actually was playing a lot during COVID when I had like nothing to do. So I had a lot of extra time that probably can't be attributed to like a normal person's schedule, but it still took me like, I don't know, 6 months, maybe a year. I don't exactly remember. That was so long ago now, huh? But it can take you a while because each expansion can be like one game, which is like good or bad depending on what you want to play the game for. A lot of people complain because they just want to get to end game. They don't want to actually play the like story part of the game. They just want to get to end game so that they can like do like end game content and end game raids. So it's like a big complaint that people have because like you can't really easily just get to end game. And it takes you a while if you're just playing the game regularly. It takes you a while to get to end game because there's like 6 expansions and each one's probably like 45, 50 hours. Like it's a whole, like each expansion is like a whole game, like a whole RPG game. So it can take a while. What did this give me? Not enough. Ugh. One day I'll get this finished. But I'm actually thinking of maybe in the very... Is it any fun with friends, or would you say it's more of a solo game? If you're starting new with another person, I'd say it's fun with friends. I say it's fun with friends, but it is completely possible to play it solo. Because for dungeons and stuff, they added a mechanic where you can go into dungeons with NPC NPC characters, like bots. You can just do a base dungeon with bots. So... And you can do like roulettes with trials, so you'll get like hooked up with other people. But I would say if you can, it's fun to play with friends. You can go through this story together and discuss the story together and stuff. Where am I going? Oh my god, what is this remix? I have friends I'm trying to like convince right now to like play with me. Even if you're playing with somebody else, like I'm an endgame player right now and I'm like trying to get a new person. Is that a wolfie mount? It's a dog mount. Oh wow. Oh, I probably should have taken... Why did I do that? I don't know. I Probably should have took the slide as God intended. It's a dog, a puppy, pupper mount. Oof. Okay. I'll take the slide down. Whoa. I don't even know where I'm going at this moment in time. There's also collectibles in this game as well, if you're like a collectible person. There's like a lot of mounts you can collect. But yes, this one in particular. This one in particular is from the what you call it, the store. They've got some stuff on a store that you have to buy with IRL money. I don't do that very often because there's plenty of mounts in game, but I got this as a present from one of my friends. The only mount I use that actually costs IRL money, but it's very cute. If I say the game is 100 days before endgame, I think my friends would say yes. Well, it really depends on, like, everyone plays games for different reasons, right? It is, I would say, if you like story games, I'd say it's worth it for the story. Then again, I'm not like a huge like gameplay player. Like, endgame for MMO is like raids and stuff most of the time, right? And I don't do raids. So unless there's like, this game has like other things like grindy. I'm doing the grindy content instead of the raid content. So there is still endgame for people who don't want to do raids because that's what I do. But it's not as much as, I don't know, it's different from raids, I guess. It's just different content. I personally think, you know, there's something for everybody. In my opinion. And I think it's a really fun game. Like I said, I've been playing this game for years now. And to this day, I'm still trying to convince people that it's worth it to play. Where is the quest? Nani? Oh, why can't you even get up here? Okay. That's interesting. But what I was gonna say is, the next patch for the story comes out beginning of September, like I think September 8th. And I haven't actually done any of the patch story, so like the last expansion was 7.0 and the new expansion coming out is 8.0. Oh, that explains that. Yeah, 7. There must be 7 then. Well, no, because ARR started as 2.0. So no, I was right, 6. I was right. I know what I'm talking about. Don't doubt myself. Don't doubt myself. But the next patch is coming out in like a couple weeks, September 8th, and that's like the last patch story before the expansion, and I haven't done any of the patch MSQ. Like, I haven't done 7.1, 7.2, 7.3, 7.4. I haven't done any of the patch content. And I want to obviously make sure that I'm caught up to the story before the expansion comes out in January. So at some point, if possible, I think I want to try and stream the MSQ of this game that I am behind on. And I might stream the new expansion. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work. It depends. I got one of my friends who's actually in the same story situation I'm in, where they finished the last expansion but they haven't done any of the patch story. They said that they want to play Evercold with me. So I'm like, yes, we will play it together. And I might be able to get my brother to play it with me too. So I don't know. I might have a little bit of a group for MSQ, so I might not stream it, but I don't know. I'll have to see how it works. On Duoprog, yeah, I'm not sure exactly. I'd like to stream it, but I'm not sure about the logistics. My Aru, Moyaru roped you in again this year. Always glad to have you on board. The Moonfire Fair is a roaring success. Just take a look around. Talk of the Queen Lamin, I don't know how to pronounce that, splendor has spread far and wide, and folk have journeyed from across the realm to see it. A fine thing, to be sure, still expecting those who've never so much as smelled the sea breeze to plunge headfirst into the spray. Well, it don't always go to plan. We can't have anything impacting the guild's reputation, be it injuries, drowning, or boredom. So we thought up a way to ease our less confident guests into the season a little more gentle-like, and we could use the help of an adventurer such as yourself to convince them that the terrors of the deep won't be terrorizing these shores anytime soon. You remember Pobiano? She's down on the sands below, and I'm sure she'll be more than happy to give you the details. Oh, so now I have to go down there? I'm going back down the slide for this. The big question is, what's your hero's name? Technically, I have... So, remember, I don't know if you remember where I said people actually make up lore for the characters. My in-character name is the same as my stream name. So it's just Deirdre's in character. In-game, my character name is just Deirdre's, but I did give an actual name for my character when I'm like writing her in her lore. What's your title? Dawn Treader. The last expansion was called Dawn Trail. And so when each time you finish an expansion, you get a title that's like the end title for the end of the expansion. So Dawn Treader was the end expansion title for Dawn Trail. Oh, if it isn't Deirdre's, how lovely to see you. I might have sent you along, did he? Perfect timing. I also, right now, I'm in Aura, which is like, I've got scales, and I'm kind of like a scaly, kind of little lizard person. But for the majority of the game, I used to be a Makote, which is like a cat girl. And I'm thinking of when the new expansion comes. What I did is, like, I was a Makote until Dawn Trail came out, and then when Dawn Trail came out, they did a big graphics update, which made the aura look a little bit cooler. So it's like, I'm gonna do an aura. But I kind of missed being Makote. So I was thinking of when Evercool comes out to perhaps change back to Makote. How many races are there? I think there are quite a bit. Eight playable races. I don't know that I could name all of them. Are the lizards descendant of the dragons? No, the dragons actually have pretty deep lore in this game. The dragons technically come from like another universe. Oh my god, why is it raining? The dragons have pretty deep lore in this game. Perfect timing. It's raining now. Why did it start raining? Many of our fairgoers aren't terribly confident around water. Swimming classes are already on offer, but even getting into the ocean is a step too far for particularly nervous guests. First things first, we need to show them that they can enjoy being beside the seaside. Allow me to introduce... our inflatable Mog Raft, proud vessel of the Watery Wings Pleasure Cruise. Adorable and practical, if I say so myself, spacious enough for guests of any size to lounge comfortably above the water, listening to the lapping of the waves with the sun on their face. Who could fail to fall in love with the ocean? Yeah, this is a mount, which is the reward you get for completing the quest. Though being dragged out to sea wouldn't be terribly relaxing either. We've employed magics to set the raft on a predetermined course around the shallows, one we ensured was free of ferocious wavekin. Still, the creatures of the sea are nothing if not unpredictable. For additional security and peace of mind, I'd like a member of the Adventurers Guild to act as an escort. Which brings me to my request. How would you like to be our resident tour guide turned bodyguard? Well, what else do I do around here? Wonderful. I can rest easy knowing our cruise is in good hands. Our first guests are already waiting on the opposite shore. Just let the chaperone know I sent you, and we can get the Watery Wings pleasure cruise underway. I'll wait for your arrival at the end of the route. I'm keen to hear how our guests enjoy the maiden voyage. Alright, buddy. Whatever you say. Over... here somewhere. Clearly, why is it raining? That's like the worst weather you could possibly choose. Oh, I see. That dude's like getting cooked. Why are we cooking an NPC? I'm confused. Might you be the adventurer escorting our guests? Thank you for agreeing to help. These two young ladies here have come all the way from Gridania to attend the fair. However, as soon as our Makote guest spied the ocean, she became quite agitated. I can't see her boarding the raft in this state. Perhaps it will set her mind at ease to know such a stalwart adventurer is to accompany her. Would you be kind enough to speak with her? Oh, maybe it wasn't an NPC. Maybe I just couldn't see because I was in the quest. Do you play any other games? Yes, I am a variety streamer, which lately I've been thinking a lot about. I'm a variety streamer. I was supposed to play Wuthering Waves today, but the update is apparently going to take 3 hours, and I did not have 3 hours. I was starting to stream in like 20 minutes, and I was like, time to update the game, and it was like, actually, we're gonna take 3 hours, and I was like, I don't have the time for that, so I did an impromptu Final Fantasy stream. So I play Final Fantasy XIV every once in a while, on and off. I play Wuthering Waves, on and off. I play Honkai Star Rail, on and off. I just got done playing Expedition 33, and before that, I played Persona 3 Royal. Uh, I like to play RPG story games. But I don't know. I'm always trying to like do things to get like more viewers and stuff. And I don't know if being a variety streamer really helps you get viewers, but I also don't know what I would want a niche to be. Like, I thought playing RPGs could be like a niche, but I don't think that's a good niche because people don't like to stay and watch you play through RPGs. 100% all the Persona games. I don't 100% them, but I do play through all of them. Hello, Janice. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. Is it hard to find people who stick around? Yeah, it is. It is. It's hard going nowadays. People often say to like post to TikTok, but like even when I post to TikTok, I have like 1,000+ followers on TikTok, and I don't even get like views on clips and stuff when I post them. And like I feel like even then, people who like look at clips and stuff don't really bother going to the stream. People come and go. It's important to love what you do and remain steady. Yeah, I do still like doing it just for fun. The reason why I started streaming in the first place is because, well, one of the reasons I started streaming is because, oh, hold on. I gotta plug up my headphones before they die. Because I wanted to stream RPGs, really, is the reason why I started streaming. Well, story games, not necessarily RPGs in particular. Though I had a lot of RPGs in my backlog that I wanted to go through because I like playing through RPGs. So I'm like, well, I might as well stream it if I'm going to be playing it anyway. And I do get a handful of people who do watch me and are like semi-regular, which I'm very grateful for. But it's like I've been streaming for like a year, over a year now, and I haven't like the regular people are still here, which I say I'm very grateful for. But it's like I got that those base amount of people, and then like I don't get any new people to stick around and stay ever. So it's like I'm kind of like just like I do just like streaming just to do it, but also it's a little, just a tiny bit like I want to see or know if I could do something to like get more people. Not that like I need to, because I like doing it just by itself, but I just think it'd be nice, to see some kind of growth, perhaps. Which is why I try to experiment with things. Like, I don't know. I'm moving soon. So once I move and get settled into my new place, eventually, I'm thinking of maybe trying to do YouTube videos. Maybe when you're streaming on Bilibili, yeah, I saw that. I don't think that I would really vibe with the Bilibili audience. But I am trying to multi-stream to YouTube. I tried doing that today because I've seen people say that vertical streaming on YouTube has gotten them more views. So today I'm experimenting with vertical streaming, but that's probably because those people already have a base of viewers on YouTube from YouTube videos, which I have not tried the YouTube video route yet. But that's my next route I'm thinking of trying. Because I just finished Expedition 33 and I have a batch of videos I'm thinking that I want to make from that. Yeah, I do multi-streaming, but I don't like vertical streaming in my experience. Interesting. Is that just like a preference? Like you just don't like it? Or have you like actually seen that it does like negative things to your analytics? I can't do it. Look how deep it is. I'll sink like a stone. And I'm sure I heard someone talking about dangerous wave kid. No, I can't. Be brave, cat girl, be brave. I believe in you. Come now, Lo. It'll be alright. We won't stray far from the shore. Remember? And look, here's our adventurer escort. Ain't nothing touching you with me around, buddy. I've 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 taken out gods. I've taken out the literal idea of despair at the end of the universe. No shark is gonna touch you with me around, okay, buddy? I do apologize. She was so looking forward to this, but the sight of the ocean seems to have awoken some kind of instinctual fear. I just don't know how to reassure her. It pads the numbers but doesn't build community. But this could just be me. I see. I understand what you mean. Yeah, that's kind of how, sort of how it is with TikTok. I've been multi-streaming on TikTok for ages now at this point. And it's like, I have gotten a couple of people from TikTok to come over to my Twitch or at least be somewhat regular watching me from TikTok. It's not a lot of people who do see me on TikTok. It's a very small amount, but I've gotten like 2 or 3 people that have seen me first on TikTok that actually have been like following me or watching me, switching over to Twitch or like joining my Discord. So since I've gotten some people from that, I'm like, it has to be worth it because TikTok is the only way I'm getting on the algorithm in any form, really. So it's like that's my only hope. And every like once in a blue moon, I'll get someone who actually wants to be like somewhat regularly watching me. And I'm like, this has to be worth it. I'll protect you no matter what. But there's like a bunch more people, like a whole lot more people who don't stay and watch and just end up seeing me from the For You page and then just like scrolling on. So I get what you mean, that it doesn't really build community because it's just something that they scroll past. You will? You do look like you'd take a shark bite to the face without flinching. I sure would. Shark's got nothing on me, brother. Alright, I'll trust Deirdre's and ride the Moogle. I'm heartened to see her fears have been assuaged. Once your own preparations are complete, please give Miss Yvonne the word. The monographs are ready and waiting. Miss Yvonne. I like that name and how you spelt it. Yvonne. The sharks are unpredictable creatures, be wary, bro. I've taken out literal gods. I've taken out. I'm scrolling past now so I can watch more Brain Rot. See you. Thanks for stopping by and chatting, Janice. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Good luck with your Brain Rot scrolling. Hope you have fun. They said these follow a predetermined course, so I don't suppose it'll matter if a novice like me takes the lead. I trust you have our backs. Promise to stay right behind me, okay? You have to promise. Float away on the Watery Wings pleasure cruise. Okay. The nice adventure is right here. I'm fine. Absolutely fine. Look at the scenery. Doesn't the beauty calm your nerves? Why why is it raining and cloudy, bro? This is the worst weather. The breeze must feel so nice up there. How different everything is to Gridania. You're from Gridania? Bro, I'm so sorry for your loss. Yvonne, a crab. I've never seen one like that in the 12 Woods Rivers. Where? Oh, I missed it. I'll have to keep my eyes peeled. That's on the beach. Now that sure sounds more my speed. I could doze right off to the sound of the waves. Ichigo, do you know why I hate the rain? Oh my gosh, speaking of Ichigo. Very specific. But everyone's been freaking out about the latest episode of the new Bleach anime. And I still to this day have never... Don't spoil the last episode. Brother, I've never even watched the new season that came out. And when did the new stuff come out? When did the... Isn't it all called the 1,000-Year Blood War? When did the first season of that come out? I've never watched any of the new stuff. Though I watched all of the... I completely watched, like, the old... I don't know if you call it old anime. It came out in 2024. Really? I thought it came out earlier than that. Has it really only been 2 years since the new stuff started coming out? I thought it came out like way earlier than that. I'm revisioning time. Bleach was the fun fact. Bleach was the first anime I ever watched. I watched it with my brother, and we watched all of it. And we got caught up one point to the old stuff. And at one point we were watching it weekly. This was when I was like 5 or 6 or something. Like I was like tiny. Maybe not. I might have been like 8. But I was like really young. And now none of us have watched any of the new stuff. Baby. Yes, I was a baby. A baby. But I'm always thinking of like maybe stuff that I could do like for YouTube content, because I'm thinking maybe to not switch over, but maybe like try and do more YouTube content stuff. And I'm like, what can I do for YouTube content? And I'm like, I wonder if I could do anime reactions. Like anime reaction videos, but I don't know, because like every content every form of content that you make nowadays is gonna be like oversaturated. Like, I don't know what new or unique thing that I could do to make it so that my content stands out, right, from like all of the, because people are like, oh, you can get inspired by like what content you want to do by watching other people do content. So I like watching anime reactors. I like watching people react to content. So I'm like, maybe I could do anime reactions, but like there's so many anime reactors out in the world that like, why would mine be any different or get any traction? Like, it's weird because people are like, you can get inspiration from other people on what you can do, and like, I agree with that. That's a good thing to get inspiration from other people, but like at the same time, it's like you're getting inspiration from people who have already, like, they're already the thing, right? Like, you can't really like just add to more oversaturated content. Like streaming too, like all of content creation is like oversaturated at this point. Like, people have done everything at this point, I feel like. And it's like, if you're new wanting to join in, it's like you have to be unique in some way or something. Trend hopping is genuinely one of the easiest ways to be out there. I feel like the only trends that get you like views nowadays is just like rage baiting people, or like making discourse or something, which isn't really who I want to be as a person. I feel like there's enough rage bait and discourse out there without me needing to add to that, and I feel like people who make content just around that must be miserable IRL. You know what I mean? Like, you must be a miserable person IRL if all of your content is centered around like negative things that are happening. Hey Weez, thank you so much. 10 months subscribed. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I only need 4 more subs for 10 subs. Four more subs needed to get 10 subs. That's crazy. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. My friend is a League of Legends streamer, and after the new, I don't know how to pronounce, the new character dropped, I'm assuming he doubled his viewers. But before the new character dropped, how many people was he averaging before the new character dropped? Is my question. Because I'm convinced that like when new things come out and happen, if you're not already like in a... No, I mean the streamer, Jinxie? Wait, what's the situation there? I am not in the know about League of Legends at all, whatsoever. I know nothing about League of Legends or the streamers who stream it. What's the situation? Oh, after Jinxie, he doubled his viewers? Why did he double his viewers? He just started playing the game with 200k people. He got more popular and he gained more viewers. Oh, this... Oh, so someone else made the game more popular, and because of that, he started playing the game and got viewers. If I played League of Legends, I don't think anybody would watch me. Like, to be fair, there's a lot of stuff that, like, I don't... Like, there's a lot of stuff that I could be new at. Like, let's be new to League of Legends. Playing for the first time. Like, would that get me viewers? I just don't think it would. A lot of people, a lot of my viewers have been wanting me to play Elden Ring. I'm really bad at that type of gameplay. And I'm like, if I played Elden Ring, would I even get viewers? Like, would I get Elden Ring viewers from being bad at Elden Ring? In my opinion, I would love to see you play League. The thing is I think you have to have a viewer, like, my average is like 4 to 6 is my average. Well, that's my max, actually. My max viewers that I get in the stream is like 6. And then my average is like 2 to 3. And I think that, like, if you are gonna grow from something, you have to already have like a base, you know? Like, you have to have like average like 10, 20 people if you're gonna get something that like makes it so that you can double. You have to already have people to be doubled, I think. Make stream flashier. Step 1. Get attraction. Yeah, the getting attraction. How do I attract people? That's my... That is indeed the issue, I think. And also, like, I'm not someone who exaggerates my, like, energy either. Like, I'm a low energy person. I'm not like a person who will scream in the mic. I'm very, like, chill, cool, laid back, relax vibes. And I feel like a lot of people who are out there nowadays, more out there, are more loud. How did you enjoy your first ocean voyage? It was wonderful. The feel of the raft swaying with the leaping waves was exhilarating, and the Queen Lamin is so imposing up close it took my breath away. I saw the most unusual creatures, and everyone looks to be having such fun playing in the sea. Honestly, you never know. She'd been about to run for the hills before you turned up. Thank you for giving her the courage to enjoy yourself like this. What hooked me was your avatar. Now I'm here for 30 minutes. I appreciate you staying here and chatting with me. I'm always up to chat if people want to come in here and chat. That's kind of why I'm like, could I get more people? Because, like, I don't mind yapping. Like, I enjoy chatting with people and such about any kind of topic that I, you know something about. Or if I don't know something about, you can inform me. Like, I'm chill with it, you know? A lot of my viewers are kind of lurkers, which is, like, fine. Lurkers are absolutely fine, because I think lurkers are, like, the base of a community. And that's totally acceptable, but I do get a little lonely when no one's chatting. What's your favorite food? Probably spaghetti. My mom makes really ball spaghetti. She's got like this recipe. It's real good. What's your favorite? What's your favorite food? You never know, she'd been about to run for the hills before you turned up. Thank you for giving her the courage to enjoy herself like this. Well, I'm tempted to go for another ride. Following the same route again might get a little stale. Perhaps it would be fun to have something else to do during the cruise. What do you think? Why, we can do anything you like. I'm perfectly at home on the high seas now, but maybe nothing too adventurous. I like Alfredo chicken pasta. That sounds pretty bomb too, honestly. I say spaghetti, but like I kind of just like pasta in general. Alfredo pasta is also bomb, and any type of meat you want to put in it just adds to the experience. If I were to say something else though, I also really like sushi. Spaghetti is kind of like I can make it and get it whenever, but like if we're talking about like a food that I don't get very often, but I like, I am a sushi enjoyer. But sushi is kind of like a special occasion kind of food because it can be expensive, but it's real good. That's an interesting suggestion. If the Watery Wings Pleasure Cruise offered different activities, it might keep guests coming back to ride again and again. Did the ride over here give you any inspiration? A guide giving information about the local area, some cold treats to snack on, small handheld water cannons to drench your companion. That's chaotic. Do you wear glasses in real life? I see your avatar has them. Yes, I do wear glasses IRL. Which is why I wanted to make sure I could add them to my avatar, because I do wear glasses IRL. I haven't gotten a new prescription in like years. Low-key, I think I should go and get a new one. I don't remember what my prescription is, ever. But like, I haven't been to the eye doctor in like 2 or 3 years. And I'm thinking I'll need new ones in a while. But I have a hard time seeing from far away rather than up close. Too busy gaming. I'm just lazy. I mean, I can still see, and it's not like I get like headaches or anything from it. It's just that sometimes it's like a little blurry. Do you have any hobbies? Well, I mean, mostly I really like playing games, which I consider a hobby. Also, I like reading. I like watching anime. I like watching YouTube videos. Does that count as a hobby? I watch YouTube videos a lot. Quite often. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's mostly kind of it. I play the guitar and piano. Oh my gosh. I've been thinking for a while. We're moving soon. And I'm wondering if like wherever we move to, we might have like a little bit more room than we do in this house. I'm wondering if it's possible we could get like some kind of piano. My brother played piano in college and I think he wants to start back up again, but I was like, what if I like learned how to play piano? Honestly, it would just be to learn how to play video game OSTs on the piano. Because I play a lot of video games that have piano-based OSTs that are very pretty, and I'm like, I wonder what it would be like if I could learn how to play that on the piano. The first song I learned was Undertale. Ooh, that's bomb. Honestly, that's bomb. Undertale's pretty good, a pretty good OST tracklist. I'd want to learn some Kingdom Hearts songs. Kingdom Hearts is my favorite video game, BTW. I've been going crazy because Kingdom Hearts 4 just got some like content for the first time in like 4 years. And I've been losing my mind. I absolutely have been losing my mind. BTW, I played all the Kingdom Hearts games. Yo. You know ball. You know ball, huh? Most of the people who watch me don't like Kingdom Hearts, and I don't know how I've obtained such an audience. I don't know how I've possibly attracted those people to me. But Kingdom Hearts is absolute ball knowledge. That's my favorite video game series. I will be streaming 4 when it comes out. Absolutely. I've been thinking of like, no, Kingdom Hearts wouldn't get any viewers either, because Kingdom Hearts is a niche in and of itself. Like, I gotta get into the niche Kingdom Hearts content creator circle. I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of content you could stream for Kingdom Hearts. Like, you can just go through all of the game series again, and there's like a bunch of challenges you could do. I don't know if I've ever beaten KH1 on Proud, but I'm pretty sure I've beaten KH2 on Critical, but I've never beaten the data battles. So, like, I could try and go through KH1 on Proud. I could do 2 again on Critical. I could try and do the extra special bosses. That would take me ages because I suck at video games, and that's why I've never beaten them to begin with. There's Kingdom Key only. There's level 1 run. There's the randomizer. I want to do a randomizer stream one day with my buddy Sam. Sam's a buddy of mine who also loves Kingdom Hearts, and he also streams. And I'm like, one day we need to do like a randomizer stream together. I need to do that. Roxas made me cry. Roxas is my favorite character. I love Roxas. That's my son. I love him dearly. Level 1 run would be hell, yeah. But like, that's the point, right? Like, a lot of these challenges would just be me streaming my suffering, but through a game medium that I actually enjoy. As opposed to me like streaming Elden Ring, where I'm just having, or where I can't beat anything in Elden Ring. I'm having a horrible time and I know nothing about the game. Kingdom Hearts, it would be different because I'd be struggling and suffering, but I like Kingdom Hearts, so I'd be okay with it, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Let's add a small water cannon. Let's give them a water gun, and then they can shoot each other with it. Perhaps it would work on the beach, but I don't think I'd be able to relax and enjoy the scenery if someone was firing upon me for the entire cruise. No, trust. This is great. This is a great marketing strategy. Come on, it would be fun. Don't tell me you're afraid of getting wet. Exactly. She knows what's up. Since we have everything set up, we could always tailor the experience for different guests. Perhaps we could offer the water cannons as an advanced option, assuming all participants are willing. Any other ideas? Okay, well, a guide giving information about the local area would be the responsible, respectable, and marketable strategy, so I guess we'll go with that, even if it's the boring option. That sounds lovely. I did wonder about the architect and fashion of Costa del Sol on the way here. Everything is so unlike Gridania. But this is like the exact opposite of Gridania, actually. I'd love to learn more about the ocean flora and fauna, too. Yes, a leisurely chat may make the experience even more relaxing. And it seems likely to appeal to visitors unfamiliar with Costa del Sol. Any other ideas? Or are we just going through all of these? Some cool treats to snack on? There are sweets made of ice. This sounds perfect in this heat. But I wouldn't want to drop them overboard with how the raft sways. Girl, tighten your grip. What are we doing here? Indeed, foodstuffs may not be a good fit for the Watery Wings Pleasure Cruise, so a refreshing juice might be just the thing to stay cool and hydrated so long as we're not prone to spilling. It's a beach. People are gonna spill things. Any other ideas? A perilous course lined with bombs. I don't know about that one. What bombs? The poor Muggles will pop and will be all swallowed up by the sea. Ha! Bombs at the Moonfire Fair? Surely not. Don't worry, that's just the adventurer sense of humor. Any other ideas? Couldn't possibly be any more fun. Well, that's giving me plenty to think about. Thanks to you three, I'm confident we'll make an even more pleasant pleasure cruise. Pleasant pleasure. come on, Yvonne. Let's go and look around the Queen. Well, I'm in. Have you seen that giant water slide? What time is it for you? I'm in EST. So right now it's 7:30 for me. But I always get a bunch of people from TikTok that are watching in literally anywhere in the world. Like, they do not go based on time zones in the TikTok algorithm. I've had people on the literal other side of the world watch my streams on TikTok Live. 2:36 a.m. right now. To be fair, I've kind of been starting a little bit later than I usually do. 2:30. I started about an hour and a half ago. So like 1. And I usually go for like 3 hours. But I started later today. I've been starting at 6 recently when I used to start at 5. And I had a time where I wanted to start at 4. I think when I move, I'm going to try and change like everything about my life. This is what I'm saying anyway. This is what I'm telling myself. I'm telling myself I'm gonna move and then I'm gonna fix my sleep schedule and I'm gonna stream earlier and I'm gonna do YouTube videos and I'm gonna find a job. I'm gonna just completely change my life. Well, yeah. I'm a lazy person, so even though I say I'm gonna do all these things, that doesn't seem like it's a thing that would actually happen, that I would actually do. But I can sure plan. It's just a good excuse to use since I don't really know. One day or day 1 lock in. Wow, true. It's just easy to use as an excuse because I still don't exactly know when I'm moving. Like, we still haven't actually gotten a house yet. So until we get a house, we can't actually know when we're moving. But we're like actively looking and have looked at houses. So it's just kind of like, once we find one, we'll be off. But like, it takes a little bit to find one, as we've discovered. So hopefully sometime beginning to mid-September, I will be moved. And then at the end of November, we're planning on going to Disney. So it's just really busy lately. Really busy with lots of different things that we're doing or things that I want to try to do. Ugh, so many things. I'm moving to a new house in February. Well, the situation right now is that we're planning on going to Disney at the end of November. And so because of that, we want to make sure that we're moved by like mid-September so that we can buy the plane tickets and just take the plane to Disney from where we'll be moving to. But since we're going at the end of November, we have to make sure that it is like mid-September or else we feel like we won't be able to get plane tickets. So if we're not moved by mid-September, then we may just have to stay here until like January or February, because then it'll be past the time when we can wait to grab plane tickets. So we'll just be staying here and grabbing plane tickets from here to go to Disney at the end of November, and then just like wait until, you know, we've passed and done all of the holidays with the family, and then move once all the holidays are over and done with. But we're hoping to move by beginning to mid-September so we don't have to wait until January. Hi, Dan C. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I'm doing good today. I hope you're doing good as well. I'll come to Disney with you. Yes, you convinced me. This is the first time I've ever gone to Disney in my life. I am not a person who's good with heat. So we're hoping that by going in November that it won't be 1 billion degrees. Oh, I remember. You pronounced it good. Don't worry. Thank you. for the follow, by the way, as well. I appreciate it. Glad that I could pronounce it well enough. But I recently went to the doctor because literally going outside in hot weather like makes me feel sick. Are you in Florida, Mr. Lemon? No, you're not in Florida because you live in a weird time zone. I don't know why I asked that. That's my bad. Thank you for the roses, Will Shocker. It's been a while since you've been around as well. Hope you're having a good time. Good life. I live in the Middle East. Oof. Yeah, I've heard it gets hot in the Middle East. I was born in America though, Texas. I see. It's also hot in Texas. You move from a hot place to another hot place. In my mind, I would want to move to a cold place, but we're not. Well, technically, we're moving to a place that can be cold, but it's not cold like all the time. Honestly, let's just all live in Antarctica, and then I can be like, I can roleplay being a penguin. Like that's my real life goal and desire, is to just live like a penguin. Glad to hear that you're doing good, Will Shocker. I'll be the polar bear. Yeah. That sounds like a good life, to be honest. I don't think I could complain. Really. But yeah, I went to the doctor because like going outside and he was making me feel sick, and she was like, you just need to go outside more. I was like, going outside makes me feel sick. She's like, don't go outside for like long amount of time. I forgot that I was gonna go outside today because I woke up late. I need to start waking up early so that I can go outside and eat lunch and have time to stream. I gotta wake up earlier. Actually, this weekend I'm streaming. If I have time this weekend will be determined on if we have a lease to sign for a house or not. Don't know if that's gonna go through because our realtor person still has to get in contact with the landlord to see if he wants to give us the house or not. So if we do get signed for the lease, I might not have time to stream this weekend, but if we're not signing up for the lease, then this weekend I'll be streaming a Minecraft event. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which will be early in the afternoon for me. It starts 2 p.m. EST, so I'd have to wake up at like 1. So, get supplements. Right now, I started taking vitamin D like last week, and I actually think it's kind of helped me feel more energetic. What kind of event is it? So actually, when we were saying what other games I play, I forgot to mention that I do Minecraft events every once in a while. I do Minecraft roleplay civilization events. So basically what those are is that the server is only open for like a set amount of time. This event, I believe it's 3 hours, 2 to 5. Basically you get on, and the idea is that you're role-playing like being part of a civilization. Like you're building a civilization in Minecraft from the ground up, and you're like role-playing being in a civilization, or like people will role-play like restaurants or bakeries, or like, I don't know, any kind of group you can think of. And usually like the plot eventually happens naturally. It's not like a scripted thing, it's all roleplay. Everyone's like role-playing some kind of plot, and then somehow it ends up being like an overarching plot of it affecting the whole world, and it usually ends up being that it ends in a war of some sort because someone wanted to like overtake something or something like that. Like wanted to overtake a bunch of land or wanted to overtake a bunch of nations or something, and it usually ends up ending in a war of some sort. So if I have time, I'll be streaming that this weekend. Hopefully I have time, but I don't know, it depends. It really depends. Like I said in my Discord, streams are kind of TBD, to be determined by whatever time I may or may not have, but it's kind of more of a day-to-day basis at this point than like a week-to-week basis for me. Because like me knowing if I'm gonna get a house or not changes on a day-to-day basis. So don't you want to get something to eat first? I don't know what they're serving here, but it smells amazing. That sounds like my cue to show our guests around the queen. Would you mind letting Haramanga know how things went? Thank you. I hope you'll enjoy the rest of the fair. Wurmst. It's a pretty short quest, actually. Pretty short. But everyone's here because it's like the event place right now. Oh, by the way, no one plays this game, but you can get a game in mount by doing 3 gift subs on my Twitch. I think it's 3. If you give 3 gift subs while watching my stream on Twitch, you can get a free, technically free in-game mount. Technically, you're paying for it through the Twitch subs. But it's a gay unicorn mount. A unicorn mount that has rainbow hair. Quest completed. Sounds like those Gridanian lasses had a grand old time. As did you by the wistful look on your face. No need to ask, friend. Here, I've secured an inflatable mog raft for you as thanks. The magical limiters have been removed so you can take a piece of Costa del Sol summer with you wherever you go. If I know adventurers, which I do, then you're no doubt thinking of all the unlikely and wildly inappropriate places you can ride this beauty. True. I won't ask. Just remember safety first, you hear? Oh, but before you go floating away to the ends of the universe, I could literally do that, by the way. Could literally take this mog raft to the end of the universe. It seems like word spreads fast. Fairgoers are clamoring to ride the Watery Wings Pleasure Cruise. If you've the time and inclination to escort some more guests, the help would be more than welcome. Either way, I hope you enjoy the rest of the fair. Perhaps we'll even take the old mog raft for a spin myself and admire the queen from a more intimate angle. Wow. Once my friend group had a town and we roleplayed on that server. Oh yeah. I like playing Minecraft, but like I'm not a super good builder. But like about a year ago, around the same time that I started streaming, there's a lot of YouTube videos that are like based around Minecraft Civilization events. And about a year ago, there was this one that went like super mega ultra viral. Oh, sorry. I'm like dying. But yeah, there was this Minecraft Civilization roleplay video that went super ultra mega viral. And it was on my YouTube rec. It got like 500 billion views. It was like... it had so many views, and it was on my YouTube recommendation page, and I was like, hey, what the heck, why not? I don't have anything that I'm watching right now, and I was like curious what it was about, so I was like, why not? I'll watch it. Blew my mind because I never knew before then that people actually roleplayed at all in Minecraft. Like, I don't know why it just never like crossed my mind that people did that, and I was like kind of amazed by it. I was like, this kind of looks really fun to do. Like, it looks like it'd be really fun to participate. So then from there, I tried to figure out how I could like get into it. It's not necessarily an easy thing to get into, but I did somehow eventually get into the proper groups that do the events pretty regularly. And the first roleplay event that I did, the group that I played with in that first event, I am actually still pretty good friends with today, and we talk on Discord like all the time. We like chat on Discord and we do like calls and we do like movie nights and we play games together sometimes. So I made like a pretty nice friend group from those people. And we from those groups of people we apply to other events kind of as like a group beforehand. So it can be really fun. You can make some friends and such. Hello, Impossible Jump. Hope you're having a good day. But yeah, so that's how I got into that. Oh, my inventory's a mess again. Why does this happen to me all the time? Because I got a bunch of fishing stuff in here. I started fishing on this game a while ago. I only recently actually got back into the game because I had like a 6-month break, and then like a couple, like 2 or 3 months ago, I like just got back into it and I started fishing. And now I have a bunch of like bait and fish in my inventory. Socializing with new people is hard. I talk a lot and make things awkward. I am also socially awkward, and I don't usually talk to people online. I'm actually quite like I'm an introvert, like very hard. I don't talk to people. Like the only people that I am IRL friends with are people that I was friends from high school with. I made no friends in college. Like legitimately, I never talked to any people in college. Not even people that I was literally rooming with. Like I was roommates with people at the dorm. We just literally did not talk to each other for like the whole 6 months we were in the dorm together. Like I made no friends in college at all. And so now I'm like just living with my brother, and at the moment I don't have a job, which is why I'm hoping that when we move I'll be able to find a job. But so I never talk to people like outside of this house that I'm in essentially. So like I'm not really a person who makes friends, but like that's why it was kind of a big deal that I actually made like a consistent friends with those groups of people that I played Minecraft with, because I don't talk to people and I don't really put myself out there at all, and I'm a very socially awkward person. But like I actually ended up like making lots of friends in this one group of people that I talk to still to this day after like almost a year of knowing them. So very impressive for me, actually. Very shocking. I'm in university right now, 2nd year, and I have made one friend. You should hold on to them if you can. My first 2 years of college, I was actually dorming with one of my high school friends. We went to the same college together, so we were like, we might as well dorm together. And we were like, she was like a really close friend of mine in high school, like one of the people that I talked to basically every day, and I had been over to her house multiple times and stuff. Like we were really close friends. But at the end of sophomore year was when quarantine started. And so she dropped out when COVID happened and quarantine started. And so when I went back, I went back during quarantine. It was on the online year that we had. I still continued going, but she dropped out. And then after the quarantine year ended, when we went back to campus, but she wasn't coming back, I had to dorm with like some completely random person. I had like, I think for junior year, senior year, and I went an extra year because I went for 5 years because COVID messed up my schedule. So I ended up going for 5 years. And 3 of the years I had to like dorm with random people, and I just never talked to any of them. I'm super socially awkward though, so I don't really talk to people. But I don't mind yapping though. What made you pick up streaming? Essentially, I don't know. Well, what really was it? I mean, I play gacha games pretty regularly, and gacha games always come out with new patches like every couple of months or so, if not like every month. And I consistently was playing the story update for those, and I think one day, I don't remember what it was. My brother watches some VTubers stream, and I think my brother asked me about like how VTubing really works because I was like more into it because I'm more in those circles. Just in general, I watch VTubers a lot as well. And he was like, he asked since he started watching them, and he was like, "Do you know like how this works?" Like, and I was like, "I do kind of know how it works." So I was like showing him, and I was like telling him how everything works. I was like, I wonder if I could do that. Like, it sounds like it might be actually really easy for me to do that. And since I'm like constantly playing gacha games and story updates like every month, I can do like a consistent online stream of me just streaming things that I do anyway. Like, even if I hadn't been streaming, I still would have wanted to play Persona 3 Reload. I still would have wanted to play E33. It's just that I would have been doing it without streaming, but I still would have wanted to do it. So I'm just like, I might as well stream it if I can. So I kind of sort of in the beginning just wanted to see if I could. I was like, could I do this? And then it was like, I set it all up, and I just was like, oh well, here's the setup, and it wasn't really that hard once I figured out how to do everything. And I was like, I guess I can just start. And then I just started, and everything just worked. So it's like, I guess I might as well just do this, you know? Oh, these aren't even like holes, but you can like dive in them. Oh, here's the jump puzzle. Now I want to stream. I mean, it's actually very easy. I think maybe people don't know. Maybe people don't know, but it's actually not that hard. I mean, as long as you have a semi-decent, you do need like a semi-decent computer, because OBS, to this day, it's been like over a year, and I still haven't actually tested if this computer can play a game on a computer and also do streaming on OBS, because all I've been doing is playing the game on my PS5 and then only using my computer to stream. But I think the next game that I play, the next RPG game that I play, I'll probably test for the first time in a year of streaming if I can actually stream on the computer while also playing a video game. I'm not sure if it'll be able to handle that or not. Sorry it took me forever to get back to you. Oh my god, hi Jaw. Welcome back. We've just been messing around in Final Fantasy. We've been yapping. I've been yapping a lot this stream. When people actually want to talk to me. This is a jump puzzle that they always have. Every summer fest, they've got a jump puzzle that they add. Are your PC specs? I really don't know my honest to God answer is that I honestly don't know the answer to that question. To let you know how easy it is to stream, I know nothing about like PC specs or like inner PC parts or like a lot to do with the inner workings of PCs, but I stream. So you really don't have to even be technologically literate to stream. But this is an old computer. It's not like a brand new computer, because this computer that I'm using to stream was like a hand-me-down from my brother. When my brother got a new computer, he was like, you can have this one, and you can use this one. Because I used to use a laptop. Well, when I was in college, I didn't have like an actual computer setup. I used the laptop. Because when I'm like a lot of the time, I have consoles. Like, I play games on consoles. When I was in college, it was my PS4. So I would use my console PS4 always to play games, and then I would just have a laptop where I would basically just be reading on it, or I would just be watching YouTube videos on it. So it didn't need to be like a fancy laptop or anything, because I only really, either I read or I watch YouTube videos, or I'm like on social media. Like I'm not, all of the game intensive things I'm using my console for. So then when I graduated college, I was still using that laptop for a while afterwards, but eventually it kind of got old and just didn't really work anymore. And my brother wanted a new computer, so he was like, why don't you actually just use my old computer? Because it still works and it'll work fine for what you need to do since you still have a console you play games on. So I was like, bet, I guess I'll take this one since you're not going to use it. And that's the one that I use to stream currently. But my, maybe in the future goal, if I can, I'm hoping that I can get a job where I'm moving to, because I'm moving to a city. Right now I live in a very small, kind of middle of nowhere town, and there are no jobs here. I'm telling you, there are no jobs here. But I'm moving to like an active city where I'm moving to, and there's like a lot of just places in general there. So I'm hoping it'd be like easier to get a job. And I'm hoping that when I get a job, maybe I can save up. I think the first thing I'd want to do is do a couple of things to improve stream. Like I want to get a webcam and I want to get like a model, like a 2D model for my stream. That's like a more immediate goal, is that I want to switch models. And when I do eventually get a 2D model, I'll actually need to use a more intensive program to get the model to work on the computer. So that's like another intensive thing that I don't know how well it will vibe with my computer, because it's also like hard technological things that you need to get a 2D model to work in VTube Studio, which takes up some computer usage. So I'll have to see if I can use a 2D model and stream, and if I can use a 2D model and stream and have the game be playing on the computer. I'm not sure if it can handle all that. A good way to get views is to drama farm as a VTuber. Yes, we were talking about this earlier. Because I've been talking about a lot of switches or things that I could do in the future to try and get more viewers, because I haven't grown much in terms of viewership, and I want to try and do more things that I can, so that I can get more viewers. And Mr. Lemon mentioned trend hopping, and I was like, I feel like the biggest trend to get the most viewers is to either rage bait or start discourse. And I can't imagine that if the whole of your content is based around like making rage bait content or discourse content, that you must live a miserable life. I want you to stay niche. I'm like below niche currently. Like I have like 3 to 4 average viewers. I think to be niche, you have to have like 10 average. I'm like a step below niche. I'm like invisible right now. Niche is like 10 average, and I don't get anywhere close to that. So I still need to grow to even be niche. Like the thing about a niche is that like there's still a consistent amount of people that watch the niche thing for the thing to be niche. Like the niche thing still has to be known. It's just that it's only known by like a certain small group of people. I'm not even known by people. I don't even meet the niche requirement. It's cool to have a small community at least. Yeah, I do really like it but like I said, like most of the people who watch me are like lurkers, which I said is fine, but like then I'm not really like chatting. And it's like 2 to 3 lurkers, which I'm so grateful. I don't want to come off like I'm ungrateful for having like only 2 to 3 people watch me. Like even having 2 to 3 people watch me is like super cool. It's just that like I have a little bit of ambition, perhaps, to maybe get at least a little bit. And also based on my analytics, I need to do something different to get people to stay. Because I'll have like, I could have like 5 or 6 max viewers and then my average will be like 2. So that means that there's like 4 other people who clicked in to watch but didn't stay to watch. So like, I also need to fix that, I guess. A fix of getting people to actually stay if they click in. Bro. They just like listening to Jill commentary. But that's not like something that attracts people though. Like if I was looking to attract new people from the outside. Because like you need the thing that most people do recommend when you're first starting out as a streamer is to stream in a specific niche. They're like, you can't be a variety streamer when you start off. God, rage bait jump puzzles. Because like people won't just watch a variety streamer like right off the bat. You have to have like a niche that you go into first to attract people. And then once you attract people, enough consistent people from that niche, that's when you can go like variety. And I'm already like I started out variety. I never started out like doing a niche. So lately I've been really thinking like, should I change the content that I stream? Like I've genuinely been thinking like, maybe I should like change what I'm doing somehow. Like I should be streaming something different if I want to actually like have viewers, which I think would be nice to have. But then like the scary thing about that is say that I only started streaming like, I don't know, Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy 14. Say that I'm changing my content now and I'm only streaming like one game. Then I feel like all the 2 to 3 people that watch me now would leave and I'd have to like build up people from 0 again. And it's like, it is nice to have those 2 to 3 people and I don't want to lose like regular viewers because now I need to change what I'm doing. But like I feel like the only way I will get more viewers in general is if I do change what I'm doing. So it's really this is just all the stuff I've been thinking about lately. I'm just yapping to you now about the thoughts that I've been having in my head lately, I guess is what I'm saying. I'm just yapping about things that I've been thinking about lately. Because I do have ambitions to want more people to watch and more people to stay more consistently. Because like I'm doing a lot of the things that people say. Like I have schedules. And I've been mostly staying on streaming between like 4 p.m. EST to 6 p.m. EST. Like a 2 to 3 hour regular time slot where I stream mostly Monday through Thursday. Like my stream time is pretty consistent. People are like, just be consistent. And I'm like, I am consistent with my stream time for the most part. But being consistent with your stream time, it doesn't really do much of anything, to be honest. It really doesn't. So like if it's not the time, the only piece of advice that I haven't followed from people who are like, you know, those people who are like, I'm gonna give streamers advice. The only thing I haven't followed is like having a particular niche. Honestly, I was with my friend since he had 0 viewers and I would be his only watcher, and now he's averaging 20 viewers. How long did it take him to do that, I wonder? And what did he do to get that? Does he make other content after, like, does he just stream or does he make, like, YouTube stuff? You haven't streamed in a few days, though? I don't stream on the weekends. Unless I have a Minecraft event that's on the weekends. That's what I'm consistent with. I stream Monday through Thursday. I don't stream on the weekends. And like I said, unless I have a Minecraft event on the weekend, I don't regularly stream on the weekend. The problem is that I've been having a Minecraft event. I've been having a Minecraft event like for like all the months of the summer. So I've been having Minecraft events for like 3 months. So for the past 3 months I've been streaming on the weekend because I've had Minecraft events the whole time. But like that's extra content that you're getting. That's not something that I consider my regular time. That's like extra content. His niche is League, but random days he would do game nights or random stuff. He averaged 2 to 4 for like 6 months, and one day he's now averaging 20. Yeah, like I said, I've been streaming for a year now, and I still have not ever gotten... I think the max... You know how... So, like, I don't know if you know how Twitch analytics work, but it'll be like... It'll show a category for your average viewer, which is like someone who stayed for like the whole or the majority of the stream, and then they'll show max viewers, which is like how many people clicked into your stream even if they didn't stay. And it's like I think one time I've gotten like 10 max viewers, maybe like 12 or 13 max viewers, and I think that was because I got rated. But like even then, like even with raids, people don't stay. Please don't ever play League. Well, I'm trying to decide like what would be like genuine question, right? Well, which one am I going here? Hold on. This is for this. I've gotten this jump puzzle. Genuine question, like, would it be good content if I... Well, that's the thing, like, if RPGs in a general category aren't a niche, then me just playing, like, super hard games wouldn't be a niche either. Like, if I just... Like, playing RPGs, people don't want to stay to watch you play through the whole RPG. So then it's like if I'm just playing really, really hard, like if I play a Souls games, like people wouldn't watch that either because like that's not like enough of a niche, I feel like. Like if I just start like saying I'm gonna play Soul games, that's all I'm playing now is Soul-like games. Like I feel like that's also a generalization. Like RPGs is a generalization of a genre. Souls-like is the same way a generalization of a genre. It's not like one game. Like a niche is just like one, you stick to like one game, right? This is me just like soft launching that I'm only just gonna play Kingdom Hearts games now. Me soft launching my Kingdom Hearts niche. But like for real. Oh look, Woowa finally updated. How long have I been streaming? I've been streaming for 2 hours and 10 minutes. I started that download like 20 minutes before I streamed. So it took like 2.5 hours for the Woowa update. Well, at least we know it'll be ready for tomorrow. Normally it would be competitive games are easiest because of how repetitive it could be. That's the thing too, I guess. It's just me as a person at one point too, because I don't really like I said, I like games for like story content. That's kind of why I play games, because I like getting into the story of a game, and like competitive games are just gameplay for gameplay's sake, which is like not why I play games. I don't play games because of their gameplay. I don't care about the gameplay. I care about the story. Oh my god. This jumping puzzle's pissing me off. Be you and have patience? That's the thing though. I don't think the stuff that I'm doing is really working. So I'm trying to figure out different stuff I can do that would work to get more viewers. I'll just have to be like a Valo streamer or something. A Valo streamer. Or what's that new one that just came out? That new shooter game that came out. Well, I think it came out a while ago, but it's still like pretty new. Deadlock? Is it? Dead weight? I don't know. Deadlock is similar to League, but as a shooter. Good lord. Do we really need that in the world? Is that really what we need in the world nowadays? Bro. What is this cannon ride thing? Oh my god. Where am I going? How do I get over on that? Can you get over on that boat? I guess I can fly over to it. If I would stream, I'd stream Terraria. That's another thing that I kind of wish could be more... What's the word? Like, I kind of low-key yearn to be a streamer. Like, if I didn't do story and, like, RPG games, I would also be okay with streaming, like, comfy games. But I also feel like comfy games are not, like, a very good niche. Like, I'd stream, like, Stardew, or, like, Fields of Mystria came out recently, and I've been wanting to play that. Or, like, Animal Crossing. Or Pal World 1.0 released recently, and I've also been wanting to play that. But I haven't. But I've been looking at Pal World as well. What else? There's other games, like tons of comfy games that I would also like to stream, but also not a good niche. I have not ever gone deep into Terraria, but I have played it before. I haven't like meta played it, I've just been like kind of like casual play. Hello? I thought it was nice when I played it. How do I get up here, bro? I have 200 hours and the game is still hard. Yeah, I mean... What's the other game that I liked? But I didn't know what the heck I was doing. It's like, don't... You're like in the woods or something. It's like, don't starve? Is that what it's called? I used to have this thing. Well, me and my brother used to have this thing where every Friday we would like try and find games so we could play together. So we try to find like multiplayer games that we could play for like a night. So I played some of Terraria, I played some of Don't Starve. What time is it? We've got like an hour left-ish. Maybe I'll do some grinding. I suppose. 3:20? Oh my goodness. It's 8:20 for me. To be fair, if I was on my regular streaming schedule, I would stop at 3 for you, I guess. I usually go 5 to 8. Sleep is for the weak. I mean, honestly, I have a horrid sleep schedule. Like, absolutely abominable. degen sleep schedule, so like I'm not judging you for staying up that late. I stay up till like 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m. like every night. Like, not a joke. Have classes started for you yet? I know classes are starting for a lot of people either this week or next week. Where am I going? Oh. They start next week and I have classes at 7. 7 in the morning? I'm planning on just staying up for them. Oh, 7 is really early. I think the earliest class I ever had in college was 8. That was my freshman year, and I never took a class that early ever again. Then again, I had some night classes that went from like 9 to like 11 at night. Which, I'm just like, I literally am a night owl. I'm a night person, so if I can do anything in the evening or at night, I like literally prefer to do it then, rather than in the morning. College schedules for the most part worked out pretty well for me because I was a psych major. I messed my schedule so bad on Tuesday. I have a class at 5 p.m. I would prefer classes at 5 p.m. I prefer to do everything at night if I could. I know that class time is different well, at least at the college I went to, there were like different class times for different majors. So like not everyone had like night classes available to them depending on their major. I was a psych major and there were indeed a couple classes that were available at night. I don't think it was not. It was like 8 to 11 or something. But it was like once a week. You either had an hour and a half class or a 3-hour class. And if you had a 3-hour class, it was like only once a week. But then if you had an hour and a half class, it was twice a week. Wait, what do you study? That sounds cool. I graduated with a double major for psychology and criminal justice. Not that it does me any good nowadays, because I I don't want to go and get my master's degree because I don't want to go back to school. And so you can do very little with a psych degree if you don't have a master's degree. But psychology and criminal justice were like the only like things that I were interested in enough to continue going to school for. To be fair, I did very much I was interested. I was genuinely interested in the subject. And I genuinely did learn some really interesting things. But just if you're not planning on going to get your master's, then it's really hard. To really get a good job. I've had much personal experience with such a thing. Believe you me. Believe you me. Lemons, that was what's on my mind. Well, I suppose your name is aptly correct. Do you like lemonade? Lemonade is actually one of my favorite drinks. Raspberry lemonade is thebomb.com. Though I like all kinds of lemonade, but raspberry lemonade's my favorite. But I like all kinds. Yeah. I went to the fair last week. Maybe it was last week. Maybe 2 weeks ago. And got like their fresh lemonade. The song is chill. There's a lot of different music in this game. Other than the story, actually, this game is also known for having very good music. It's like the second most best thing that the game is known for is its music. There's a different music in like every area, so it changes depending on a lot of different environmental things as well. It's about to change when I go into this place. About to fall asleep with this vibe. It's about to get crazy. Don't worry. We'll crank it up. Oh dang. Alright, back to the grind. Oh wait, hold on. It's been a while since I've been in here. Let me look at my... I think Yes, okay. Let me just remember what I'm doing with my life. Okay. How much is left for your relic weapon? Well, the thing is... So let me explain the relic weapon situation in detail. Okay, let me explain in detail. So basically, a relic weapon is supposed to... Well, a relic weapon is one of the main grinds of content that they want you to do between expansions. So usually there's like a year to a year and a half between expansions. In that time frame of a year to a year and a half, the entire amount of that time, you will be grinding for your relic weapon. Every patch that comes out has a new step, a new grinding step that you do for your relic weapon, and it is very grindy. Each step is usually pretty grindy. Usually it's supposed to take the entirety of the patch time for you to go through that step. And each patch, I think, is about 3 months, like, long in between patches, I think. So each patch there's a new step. I started late because, so after Dawn Trail, which is the last expansion that came out over a year ago at this point, I believe, I actually stopped playing for like 6 months. Like, I took like a long time off of playing, and I've only just gotten back into it like 2-ish months ago. So I am behind actually on relic steps. This patch, I believe the last step came out for you to be able to finish it completely, because the next patch is just the story patch, and then the next update will be the expansion. I am not on the last step yet because, like I said, I'm behind. The step that I am on right now is this array. I have to have all of these arrays filled up. So each of these arrays, so you see right here, says Duty Roulette High Level Dungeon. This says Duty Roulette Trials. This says Duty Roulette Normal Raids. And then this says Duty Roulette Alliance Raids. So what this is saying is that each day you have to go through and do each of these roulettes. And each day that you do each one of these specific roulettes, this meter will fill up about, I think, 200 to 300 per day. And you can only do each of these once per day. So it takes you a while to be able to fill all of them up. Now you'll notice that I have 3 out of 4 of them filled up. This is because when I started this step a while ago now, I was doing all of these things daily, except my least favorite roulette to do is the Alliance Raid roulette, because the Alliance Raid roulette is the longest one besides like the MSQ one. Technically it's like the second longest one, but it'll still take you like 20 or 30 minutes to do an Alliance Raid roulette, I feel like. Maybe 15 minutes, but still, it's very long. And so back when I was doing these consistently, I was like, you know, It's okay if I skip doing an alliance raid every couple of days. Like, it'll be off because I won't be doing them all on the same day, but like, it won't be horribly behind every other one, and I'll just, you know, deal with it in the future when everything else is done, but I have to do that. Like, it'll be a problem for future me to deal with. Except now, at this point in time, I am on future me dealing with it. So now I'm like days behind Alliance Raid Roulette because it's my least favorite roulette and I skipped it a bunch when I was doing all the other ones. So now I have to be getting on daily and doing this one so that I can finish filling up this category. Once I finish filling up this category, I think I only have 1 or 2 steps left to do until I'm also done with it. So I'm not like too far behind, I don't think. I'm actually not 100% sure. I don't think I'm like too many steps behind the last step though. I don't think, but I'm not 100% sure, honestly. I try not to look into things too deeply if I've not done it yet. Kind of like a spoiler. It's like I'll get surprised, know what it is when it actually pops up and I'm ready to do it type beat, I guess. But yeah. I also have not been... The first half of the month I was like very up to date on things, but like the second half of the month I've been kind of falling behind again because we've been busy IRL stuff with moving. But my plan is to... I wanted to try and get 2 or 3 relic weapons. When you want to repeat a relic weapon, like when you want a second relic weapon, you don't have to go through all the same exact steps that you did to do the first one. It's like reduced steps, and like it's like a shorter amount of time, faster to do it a second time than you did it the first time. I'm not sure exactly what how the steps are different to do a second one, but I main 3 different classes. I main Dancer, and I main Reaper, and I main Pictomancer. And so I was like, what if I try and get a relic for all 3? Right now I'm working on getting my main relic weapon I'm working on right now for Reaper. Because it's close combat. So it's easier. It's easier to grind for when it's close combat. But then I also... Lately I've been wanting to play Dancer because I've been wanting to do ranged. So I actually got a gear piece in here. A higher up gear piece that you can only get from this area. I got it for my Dancer because lately I've been wanting to play ranged again. But also every expansion, they release 2 new classes. And usually I end up maining like whatever the one new class, like there's 2 new ones. I usually only do DPS. There's usually always at least 1 new DPS class every expansion. Whether it's like ranged or like physical up close, it differs, right? But usually I always end up maining whatever the new DPS class is for the new expansion. So I imagine I'll probably end up doing that again this time. But technically, you never know. I could surprise myself. Maybe I'll do Dancer. Maybe I'll be a Dancer main. Also, next expansion, they are completely rewriting the whole like fighting system, like how you like use moves. They're like completely rewriting that system. So it'll be like everybody's like starting the game anew again because you're gonna have to learn how to play all of your jobs because they're all gonna have like new buttons, new rotations. How's it gonna be? Well, so right now, if you'll notice, okay, so it might be hard to see. I'm not sure. But like these places getting lit up right now. This is like my hotbar. And then I have another one here. and another one here. And like they're all completely full right now. Like all of my buttons on my hotbar are completely full with all of the moves that I can do. Like I have some up here too. There's one here. There's one up here. There's one here. There's one up here. And then there's one here. Dancer is kind of a bad example for this because I need to redo my Dancer hotbar. Reaper's a better one. My Dancer hotbar is a mess because I haven't played Dancer in like a year. I need to redo my hotbar for Dancer, but Reaper, I was playing Reaper. I was maining Reaper for a while, so this is like my hotbar for my Reaper. It's completely filled up with all of my moves. And each expansion they add... Yeah, so many moves. In each expansion, they add one move. Like, literally, they add just one button for each expansion. So people were complaining, like, I don't have enough room on my bar for all these moves. So what they said that they're going to do as part of, like, the fighting, like, rework is that they're going to put a lot of the combos into only being one button. It's kind of hard to explain, but like a lot of these buttons are just like they're a connected combo, but they each have one button for each turn in the combo. One of the ways they're going to remake the group is that like they're going to make each combo only one button instead of separating each part of the combo into a different button. That's one thing that they're going to do. But also people don't like the rotations, so they're basically gonna change like which buttons you have to push at what times during the battle. Final Fantasy XIV battle can be a lot like a rhythm game, kind of. Like you have to push buttons at certain times to get your damage out maxed, and you push it at different times to like get your combo through. Like, this is so... This combat style is so streamlined that, like, when they do boss battles for this game, there's literally someone... It's like math. Like, you can math out when you do your combo, and it's called the 2-minute timer. So when 2 minutes are up, you do your big damage combo, and then you reset, and then you wait 2 minutes again, and then you do your 2-minute combo. And this is so streamlined that even when they're designing boss fights for the game, they have to like design it around the 2-minute window. And they said that they don't want to do that anymore, so they're getting rid of that. They're getting rid of the 2-minute window math thing that people have calculated of how to play the combos in a certain way to get the max damage. They're like redoing all of this. The whole fighting system is going to be redone, completely new. So when the new expansion starts, everyone will have to learn how to play their jobs again, because there'll be different buttons and there'll be different timings that the combos go through, and different timings you have to hit your buttons, and different times in the boss where the damage will be at max damage to hit, all kinds of things. BRB again, bruh? Bruh, have you even stayed for that long? What are you doing, huh? Your house on fire or something? We're probably only staying for like 30 more minutes anyway. We probably won't be on for that much longer, actually. Maybe not even 30 minutes. Maybe like 20. We're almost done for the day. Where do you play this game again? Final Fantasy XIV specifically? You can play it on PC. You can play it on console. You can play it on Switch too now, as of like a month ago. You can play it on Steam Deck, I'm pretty sure. It's kind of everywhere, to be honest. I play it on console, but you, like I said, you can also play it on PC. Why did I switch to Reaper? I should have stayed on my Dancer. Bruh. So this is like end game content, this like area that I'm in right now, which is like supposedly helps you for the grind, but a lot of this place is just like collectibles. Like there are different jobs that you can only, there's like a lot of different, like 12 different jobs that you can only level up in here. Like you can only get the jobs from here, and then you can only level them up in here. So a lot of people will do a lot of farming sessions to like properly farm the jobs in here, which is purely through battle content in this area. Bro, I love hearing about a game I've never played before and the lore and updates coming. Yeah, so this game also had, for the marketing, I guess you could say, this game has like mini conventions when they're marketing a new expansion that happen like every 3 months? I don't exactly know how much time there is between, maybe 4 months? But there's another one of they're called fan fests. And there's another one of these fan fests happening literally on Halloween. That will tell more news about the upcoming expansion. Have you attended any? Oh no. I don't know how much you know about Japan culture. This game is made in Japan and has like Japan devs. So the way that you get tickets, so the events are in US, EU, and Asia. And the way that you get tickets is by going through a lottery system. So they have like a website, and then you have to sign up on the website to be part of the lottery. And there's like a limited lottery entry, and then you have to win the lottery to like be able to get a ticket. So even if you want to go, like not everyone can even go. Like it's limited amount of people can go. And then even then, it's like still expensive on top of that. So no, I have not attended any. He's not gonna res me, is he? He didn't res me. What's up with people not resing me lately, bro? Whatever, I don't care. I'm too lazy. Oh my god, I went down a level. Brother. Oh my god, was that music from my level going down? I've never heard that before. Would you ever go if you had the chance? You know, so like they do a lot of stuff with content creators. Ironically, they invite like I watch FF14 streamers and content creators. They invite content creators to go out there, to go out to FanFests, and then they have this thing right before the expansion comes out that's literally only for content creators. It's called like the media tour, where they'll literally they'll specifically invite content creators to like go over like certain like sections of the expansion, like just like the beginning town, and let them make like videos on it to help them promote. And I'm like, bro, I want to be a Final Fantasy XIV content creator so that they will invite me to go there. I would go there 100%. That's the real dream. I'll just be a Final Fantasy XIV content creator, and then I'll just get invited by their like team. That would be so fun, dude. It would be. That's like the dream, literally. Literally. But I'm just little old me. Oh jeez, I just like knocked into my desk. One day, believe. The thing is that like it's kind of hard to make content on this game if you're not going through the story, or if you don't like end game raid, especially like during expansions, because like, there's not a lot of content between expansions. That's one of the main things that people have been complaining about between like Dawn Trail and how the patches have come out for Dawn Trail, because like it's been taking them longer and longer to get patches out. There's been a longer break in between patches for Dawn Trail, but then there's like not as much content coming out as there was like back in the day. So people have been like complaining that there's not enough content to do between expansions. Finally back. Bro, what's got you so busy, huh? What's got you so busy? But like, yeah, I wonder what I would... See, this is what I've been thinking about lately. Every single game that I play or that I enjoy doing, like streaming, I'm like, what? How would I make content out of this? Like, how could I play? What could I play in this game when I'm not like a raider? I just have to have like a group. I just have to like start like ultimate raiding. I have to like do like the hardest raiding content in the game. Just be like, person who doesn't know how to play the game tries to do ultimate raid. My mom likes making me run to the store. This is what happens when you run. When people know you run, she'll make you do things. She's like, well, you run so much, might as well just run and go to the store. You're helping me stay up, I'll fix the sleep eventually. I don't know that it's a good thing that you're staying up though. But like, not that I'm gonna judge you for it or anything. You'd love Cyberpunk 2077. It's super easy and has a lot of different paths of gameplay. Is it like Detroit Become Human? Where it's got different like routes and stuff? Oh my god, so many people just died right in front of my face just then. Crazy. No, just play styles? Oh. So many dead people, oh my goodness. Oh, I caught my knowledge level went back up after I freaking died. Did you finish Persona 5 Royal? I sure did. The one Persona that I will mainline Persona? Well, okay, I haven't played 1 or 2. But no one really considers 1 or 2 when they're talking about playing Persona games. The only one that I haven't played is 4. So I'm wondering if I should wait. Well, I've pretty much decided at this point that I'm gonna wait until the remake of 4 comes out. And then I'll get that and then I'll play that. But also I've been thinking about... Like, there's a ton of RPG games that I want to play. That I have in mind. I played 3. 3 was the first RPG that I played through when I started streaming. Yes, that was... I streamed through all of that. I wanna play... Which one do you like more? Ooh, that's such a tough question, actually. That's actually a really tough question for me, because 5 was the first Persona game that I ever played, so it kind of has a special place in my heart. I kind of think that I might... I kind of like them, but for different reasons. I really like the story elements for 3, but there are still story elements from 5 that I like. It's hard. It's hard for me. It's a hard question. I really like how dark and like really deep that 3 gets. Not to say that 5 doesn't also get dark, but it's like in a different way than 3. Like, I like the fact that 3 deals with like a lot of grief and like people going through grief and how to handle grief and stuff like that. Yeah, the deaths in Persona 3 surprised me. Yes, me too. But I really appreciate it for doing that, you know? But then I also really like 5 because it was my first Persona, so I really had a really different experience with it than I had with any other game. I really liked the royal part of 5. I think that the third semester, I think I like the third semester a lot. I think the third semester added quite a lot to the game for me. I felt so bad for Junpei. You know, during my playthrough, I accidentally killed Chidori and did not know that you could save her until someone mentioned it in my Discord. And I thought that they were lying to me that you could save her. And then I looked it up and I found out that you actually can save her. And I was so upset. I killed her in my playthrough. I didn't know there was an option to save her. Are you serious? I am indeed serious. How was I supposed to know that getting the you can save her? Oh, did you not know? Did you not know that you could save her? You can, if you get, there's like one point where, is it during Junpei? It's something with Junpei. It's like one of his like one of Junpei's moments, like one of his social moments. He asks about getting flowers. He like goes to the flower shop and then he's like, no, she might think that flowers are cringy, right? I shouldn't get them. And it's like, if you choose not to go back and get the flowers for her, she dies. But if you choose to get the flowers for her, then she lives. And I'm like, brother, are you joking? How was I supposed to know that the flowers were going to be that serious? They're just flowers. I thought that she said she wanted space. So I would agree that not getting flowers for her would be a good thing because you're giving her space. Like, sometimes people just need space, and that's okay, and that's healthy for them. Like, if she said she wanted space, I'm not gonna be like, oh no, I'll go up and make sure that I give her flowers. Like, how was I supposed to know that that was the right choice? But yes, you can save her. I didn't know that this was possible either. But then someone on my Discord was like, did you know you could save her? And I'm like, I had a similar reaction to you. I was like, you're definitely lying. I was like, you're 100% lying to me right now that you could save her. And then I looked it up. If you look it up on Google, can you save Chidori? It'll tell you what you can do to save her. And I was like, no way, bro. That's ridiculous. How was I supposed to know? How was I supposed to know that that could be possible? I was also rather upset because I thought that they were quite cute together. And I think Junpei deserves to be happy. I think that they were good for each other, actually. So, I was quite upset. But yeah, like, I want to play 4. I also want to play SMT. Because I've never played an SMT game. So I want to try to play SMT. I want to play Final Fantasy 16. There's a bunch of games coming out next year. There are so many games coming out next year. I'm 100% streaming Kingdom Hearts 4. I might stream Evercold. That's the new Final Fantasy 14 expansion that's coming out. I might stream Evercold. If y'all want, I might be able to also do an absolute degen stream of Final Fantasy 7 Part 3. That'd be a different situation, but I might be able to get it to work. Evercold might also be a tough situation, but I might also be able to get it to work. But Kingdom Hearts 4, I'm streaming 100%. I'm going to binge KH4 in one sitting. Yeah, this is the thing. Like, usually if there's a game that I actually like that's coming out for the first time, like, I'll be playing it at degen hours. Like, I will be playing Kingdom Hearts 4 when it comes out at midnight. However, I still think I want to stream it. So it'll just be... my stream schedule will be just completely messed up because I will be playing that at midnight when it comes out. That's what I did for KH3 too. KH3 came out when I was in college. Oh, the Kingdom Hearts 3 lore is so funny. So like Kingdom Hearts 3 came out like in winter of 2019. I was in my freshman year of college. The exact same week that Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, there was like a massive winter storm that happened in my area. It was like a cold freeze front happened. Like the actual temperature was below 0 and the wind temperature was also below 0. So it was like legitimately dangerous to go outside. This was the week that Kingdom Hearts 3 came out. And it was before COVID happened. So it was before online classes were a thing. So my whole week of classes for that week got canceled because it was dangerous to go outside for more than like 5 minutes, and like online classes weren't a thing yet because it was pre-COVID. So I had the whole week off of classes the week that Kingdom Hearts 3 came out. So I played it at midnight, and then I just like played it for like 3 hours, and then every day I got up and I just played it. I just spam played it. Heaven is what you experience. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, brother, I'm never getting this lucky again in my life. Like the stars aligned for me. The weather storm was like, I've got you. I understand that Kingdom Hearts is out and you need free time, so I'm gonna make it legitimately dangerous to go outside for you. And I was like, thank God. The stars have aligned for me. I don't... Please give me that. Yeah, I don't know. It's late 2027, so it might come out Christmas break for you. But then again, I also usually... For this game's expansion, I usually also play as soon as it drops. It doesn't drop midnight because it's like, and the dropping for this is weird because you can buy the expansion. If you like pre-order the expansion, you can have early release for like 2 days. Like you can give like an extra like $5 or $10 or something and play early release or something like that. So it doesn't like drop at the same time for everybody if you're not doing early release. But like when Endwalker came out, which was 2 expansions ago, I was still in college. It came out the same week as my finals. And I legitimately could not play it for like 3 weeks after it came out. Because it literally was the same... Well, for my college, finals for 2 weeks. So you dropped out of college for it? No. I just couldn't play the game for 3 weeks until after my finals were over. Where am I going this way? I had to wait 3 weeks to play the game. Which usually I would play. It'd usually be one of those games I'd play as soon as it dropped, but... Fake fan? Okay. I'm not gonna drop out of college to play it. I can just play it in 3 weeks. But yeah, so Evercold, I don't know. Evercold, Final Fantasy VII, and KH4 are all coming out next year, and all of these games are games that I will either probably be playing at midnight when they launch, or I have like special circumstances surrounding them that make it difficult for me to stream them, but I'll try and see which ones I can stream. Might not be able to do all of them, but regardless, I will be streaming Kingdom Hearts 4. I'll just be doing like a midnight release, a midnight stream for a midnight release. You know? Oh, that's dangerous. Okay, don't kill me. Please? Thanks. I always get lost trying to find my way over to this one. Wish KH4 comes out in summer break. Oh, what I was gonna say is it's coming out late 2027, so it might be your Christmas break. Is what I meant to say at some point, I was thinking. But then I got distracted and said something else. But it's possible it could come out in like December. That would be your Christmas break, because it's late 2027. Your eyes are memorizing? That's the idea. May 2027 is my senior year of high school. You're so... baby. Jaws like a baby. I'm 18, bro. Yeah, but like you're only just now gonna be 18, or you're only just now 18 in the year 2027. I was 18 like 8 years ago. I keep meaning to switch back to dancer. I should really do that, honestly. Bruh. Someone with a fully grown brain. More like. Unlike you. I was 18 2 years ago. Heh. Well, you're about usually a lot of young people. Young people? What do you call the youngins nowadays? A lot of youth. A lot of youth watch me. The youth. Youngsters. Saying youngsters makes... That's definitely an old person thing to say. Because the young are drawn to the old. What does that possibly mean? How did I get hit? What did I even get hit by, bro? Be so for real. What did I even get hit by? Be so for real, bro. Be so for real. You're old? Well, yeah, I mean, that's what you think I am. Really, you're just like super young. But also, what does it mean that you're attracted to the old? Drawn to the old. Drawn to the old. Oh my god, silver. You said, because the young are drawn to the old. What does it mean that you're drawn to the old? No, I said attracted, and then I immediately was like, that was the wrong thing to say. I immediately was like, wait, I shouldn't have said that. I immediately edited my sentence as soon as I realized what I said. I did not mean to say that. That sounds not good. Sounds like not a good way to say that sentence. Who isn't is crazy. Bro, whatever. People are like, let's solo, huh? Why don't we die? Bro, I'm gonna die so fast. Ooh, dodged. Ooh, dodge. Ooh, dodge. Ooh, I'm kind of a gamer. Ah, that one got me. Dang it. I prefer women older than Auntie? Oh, okay. They're gonna cancel you on Twitter.com. Bro, my TikTok For You page has been pissing me off so much lately. They're trying to get rid of AO3 because it has problematic content on it. And that's been all my freaking TikTok For You pages. A bunch of people wanting to ban AO3. Problematic age gap is why you would get cancelled. Those people are way too old for you, and if they were with you, they'd be considered... Well, technically, you'd be the victim, I guess. Because you'd be groomed at that point. If you're with older people, there's a problematic age gap, and you'd be a grooming victim. Maybe I just need to stop being on social media. I know too many words and too many discourses and too many... I know too many online things. But like, what else would I do with my life if I didn't have social media? Social media is weird. I agree. Oh, I hate this guy. Wait. We gotta wait for this guy to do his thing before I do this battle. I think he's done having his tantrum, so I can... Oh my god, they're gonna kill him. Wait. Doesn't AO3 have a lot of inappropriate stuff? Hold on. Please give me... I still only got silver. Like, age gaps? AO3 has a lot of what people online might consider problematic. How much do you need for kill credit? It depends on the amount of damage you do, so... If more people are there, technically it's bad because I kill it faster and I don't get enough kill damage before it dies to get gold. It just depends on how much damage you do individually. I'm not sure how much it is, but as long as you hit it like a good amount of times, you'll get gold. It's just because there's so many people, so they kill it faster. There is there's what a lot of people would consider problematic stuff on AO3, but like a lot of people, like, it's kind of like they're calling for censorship is what they're doing. They're like, we need to censor AO3. And I'm like, do you not see why that's bad? Do you not see why it's bad to censor fiction of all things? And how that could, you know, have a domino effect into your real life laws that could then personally affect you? Like, do we not have brain cells to think about why censorship on a fiction website of all things would be bad? Like, let's use all of our brain cells together now to figure out why censorship is bad, especially on fiction websites, and the real-life consequences it will bring to you. Let's all use our brains. Y'all, I should probably go, but I've had a lot of fun chatting with you all today, genuinely. Thank you so much for staying and chatting with me. I've genuinely, I've had a really good time today. Which is different from how it started, because I meant to do Woowa today, and I wanted to try and get my YouTube vertical stream working. Which I technically did, but it's just not the way that I wanted it to be. So it started off rocky, but I love hearing you talk about the game. Thank you so much for listening to me app and talking with me. I genuinely appreciate it. I had a lot of fun. We'll be back with Woowa tomorrow. We'll start whatever story. I'm like 3 patches behind on Woowa. I can't go an hour. Technically, I'm already an hour past because I started late today. I start at 6, so 6 to 9 is my 3 hour, but we want to be 5 to 8, really. Maybe well, I said that I do 6 all week, but I should try and aim for 5. I should try and get back on my 5 o'clock time, truly. Make it 10. What are you saying? What are you saying, bro? What are you saying? I'm not trying to stream at night. I'm trying to stream in the evening. That's the whole point. I ain't streaming at night. But yes, we will start the Woowa patch I'm on. If you do it at 5, then I'll miss the stream. Was 6 better for you? I said that I would start at 6. I'll try to catch your streams whenever I can. I really appreciate it, Mr. Lemon. Like I said, I had a lot of fun yapping today, so I appreciate it whenever you could drop in. 6 is better. Well, I'll probably realistically end up starting at 6 anyway. 5 is like I wish I could do it at 5, but I probably won't do it at 5. You mean start stream? Yes, when I'm starting. Hopefully we can talk again. Hopefully. I mean, I'm starting stream either at 5 or 6. Probably gonna be 6, but I'm gonna be like, what if I start at 5 and then I won't start at 5? And then I'll start at 6. It's almost like I scheduled it at 6 for a reason, because I know that if I schedule it at 5, I won't do it at 5. So I'll be back at probably 6 tomorrow with Bua. I don't know, it's gonna take me ages to get through all of this story anyway, because I'm like 3 patches behind, so whatever. If you join the Discord server, she might respond, rare anti-sighting. Did you see that I blamed you in Discord? I got on Wua and I was like, why is my download 3 hours? And then I tagged you, Ja, and I was like, certainly you're at fault for this. Certainly it's your fault that the Wua download is 3 hours. Yes, I did. I felt that your presence somehow gave me bad juju with my download. How is it my fault? It's your fault, if anything. Really. Should I have been more prepared? I mean, every patch that I do Wua, literally every patch, I've been able to download it like 20 minutes before stream. You're being rude. Wish me good night before you end. I have foresight. I can see these things. Well, if you have foresight, you should have warned me that the download was going to be 3 hours, and then I could have prepared. But like for like the past 5 patches, every time I download it in like 20 minutes. I hope you have a good night, Lemon. Thank you so much for chatting. I hope you have a good night as well, Jaw. I hope we all have a good night. Hopefully I shall see you sometime in the future. Where's your Discord server? I can send you an invite. It's kind of tagged on the Twitch, but I can send you an invite. Discord. That's my Discord server. I post my schedules in there mostly, and sometimes every once in a while I might talk in there. But I do post my schedules, so if you ever want to know the exact time. It should tell you when I start at the very least. Bye-bye for now, everybody. Hope to see you next time.